Times are changing and you need to start using AI to your Pinterest workflow. And today I'm gonna teach you how to use Nano Banana Pro to create amazing viral pin designs very fast. Nano Banana Pro is one of the best AI text-to-image tools out there at this moment. It can create ultra-realistic images and even whole Pinterest pin designs very fast and with very professional visuals. And here's how I've been using lately, creating images for my blog and also pin designs for my Pinterest profiles, because it can create amazing pin designs that work very well. So let's go to my computer so I can show you some examples and specifically how to create amazing pin designs very fast.
Okay, just because Google Nano Banana Pro is very popular at this moment and I'm filming just at, let's say, a peak time, the generations can take a little longer. So I did and I will show you now all the prompts and everything, all the comparisons, but I already didn't, so we wouldn't lose time during the video. So here's the very simple one. I just wrote create a viral Pinterest pin design with the text 17 easy summer table settings anyone can master, small footer, and I put my website. I'm using the Google Nano Banana Pro and the 2:3 for the ratio, which is one of the best for Pinterest, and you can also use 9:16, which is the longer one, like the full screen. So this is what it created just with this very easy, simple prompt. Okay, it's not the best design, but you can use it for Pinterest and you probably get some clicks. So it's not the worst, it's not the best. It can get better if you give more information, like I'm just showing you an example with very simple prompt, but if you give more information, it can get better. So I'm gonna show you over here something that I just did with a little more information. So you're gonna write create a viral Pinterest pin design with a photo of, and then here you're gonna complete whatever you want in your photo. So in this case, a modern dining room featuring a walnut table. The table features 6 places with white plates, gold cutlery, glassware with a gold fine detail, greenery with some lemons details as the centerpiece of the table. Overlaying the photo is the text, and here you're gonna add your title of your pin, and if you want you can add a small footer with your website, or you can also add your logo. I will show you how to add the logo later on, but here we have a little more information. And the pin is much better. It has a big text, which is great for pin designs, and it has a beautiful image. It looks realistic, it's good quality. And you have our website over here. Now, this is like, let's say, the medium step. You can create pins like this. I wouldn't really go for very simple ones like this one that I did. Yes, if you're starting, you can absolutely try like this, and after you can improve your prompts and go for something like this one. I would go at least for something like this, so you can have good quality pin designs that will perform well on Pinterest. Now, I will show you an example of a more advanced one, which is how I usually create my pin designs.
Before I move on, if you want to learn how to grow on Pinterest and get real results, make sure to book a free discovery call with me. We will be chatting about your work and how Pinterest could be part of your marketing strategy. Make sure to book your spot in the link in my description or in the pinned comment, because I'm opening some free spots for a limited time.
Yes, it can take a little longer, but you can also use the help of AI to create your prompts. But here's one that I created, which is much more detailed. And of course, you can see the result is much better of the other one. And also it's great to create images for your blog posts, or when you want to feature something that you really need the details to match what you want to write. So this is a very big prompt. I'm not gonna read everything, but if you want, you can screenshot and you can pause and read it in the video. But it's a much bigger, much longer prompt because I'm having all the details here. So I'm telling how I want the photo to be, I'm telling all the details of this table setting, I'm telling the color palette, I'm telling everything and how I want it to be. I want it to be a pin design, I want the text centered on a text box, I want my logo that I add here. I will show you in a second how to do it. So we have a lot of details here, and the results, of course, are much improved than the previous one. But like I said, it's absolutely fine also if you use something like that. And if you're just starting, go with something very simple so you can start to learn how to use something like Google Nano Banana Pro. So just to quickly show you how to do something like this, that you can also add your logo. I'm using Nano Banana Pro inside of FreePic, and over here you can write your prompt, and on upload you can upload your logo and any products or anything you want to feature inside of your image. So you're just gonna put here, and here instead of writing your website, you just go with clicking this add, I think it's called add, and you're gonna select your logo. It's the image that you just add. So when you create it, okay, I just create a new one so you can see the example. You're gonna add your logo. Remember this one that I showed you before? Now it has my logo as well. You can see it's quite similar to the other one. It's just the one that I add the logo, and you can see it's right here. I will show you some examples of other niches because you can use it for anything. And also with some tools where you can add your own images, you can actually add a product image. Let me just show you some example. Here's an example where I add my product. So you can just create a pin design and add a photo, a reference of your product, and it's gonna create here. Let me quickly show you how to do it. So here was a very simple prompt that I was trying just because I started to use this functionality of adding the product photos. And I did something very simple just to try it out. So you can write your your prompt, and then after you're gonna add over here, what do you want to feature? So the background contains a photo of a classy desk with this, then I put my image over here, the one that I added in the upload section, and you're gonna tag it, because it was my planner, outfit planner. Then I also added other details, and it created the image with my product. I also did some other ones. Let me quickly remember. This one, I also added the product. It's also something very simple because like I said, I was just trying out. But you can see on my references, I added the product, a photo of the package of the product. And then I added some my logo and also what I wanted in the pin design. I want to show you one that I actually did something a little more complex. Okay, so here's an example where I added a product photo, which is a little hidden here, but it's this one, the side table that is over here, this nightstand, sorry. And I added the whole prompt, making it inside of this images. So I created a whole image and I tag it as the reference, my product image over there, like I show you. Let me just go quickly recreate it. Okay, so here is our prompt, like my prompt. It's very big, and now this one, it shouldn't be here. Okay, so here's my big prompt. Like I said, you're just gonna add the image here. Like you're gonna come to upload, choose your image. And okay, and let me just, don't forget to tag it. Let me just remember where it was. Okay, each side of the bed, there in each side of the bed is one nightstand, and then you're gonna add your photo and tag it so you know how to create it. Okay, so let me quickly generate it. And quickly reminder here, when you click AI prompt, it's gonna improve especially short prompts. So especially when you do something like this one, that it's very small, please remember to also activate whatever tool you're using this AI prompt. There's also called Magic Prompt in other tools like Ideogram, but inside of FreePic of Google Nano Banana Pro, I'm using the AI prompt. When you write something that is very big like this one, you don't need to use it, but especially if you're using smaller ones, please use it so you're gonna get more details. Okay, we have it again. Okay, it's a little bit hidden, but here's my product, let's say, my trial product of this photo, and you can get very realistic images. Let me quickly do another one from zero so we can do it all together. Okay, so we are here, all empty. We're gonna come here, upload, gonna select the product. Let's go again with this one just so we can do something. Now let's go with photo of a cozy warm bedroom. Use beige color palette with first accent. It has a center bed with wood and cozy bedding. each side of the bed there's a night stand, and go add, and you're gonna add the photo. Cozy rug in the floor, overlaying a light wood. Okay, it's kind of basic, but just so we can keep on moving and I can show you real-time the example. It's gonna take a little while, so let me just quickly cut it. And actually over here you can also add the style. So you can choose any style like this, especially when I'm usually working with photos. You can even go with editorial. Let me quickly get this one and see how it's gonna make something different from this one. And also, instead of editorial, if we go with something else, like let's say art of product, let's see how it's gonna show. So this is the first photo that we did. Here's the prompt: a photo of a cozy, warm bedroom. Use a beige color palette with earthy accents. It has a center bed. Okay, so here's the product. It looks just like in the photo that I uploaded. The image looks kind of very realistic. Of course, you can upscale and make it better later on. Because it's just an example, I won't do this now. Okay, so here's the one that I use the reference, the editorial style. So it looks a little more put together. This was very cozy and, well, it's not so different actually. And this is the one using the editorial style. It's a little more like a fashion magazine, sorry, a decor magazine. And the last one I use art of product, which is another one. It also has the product here. It's a little more simple. I think it looks a little more fake. I would prefer something like this and this. So you can create anything from any kind of niche. Let me quickly show you something like with cakes. Okay, so this is, oh well, I actually don't do food niche on my own personal blog at this moment, but we have some cake. Okay, here's go. Okay, so I did some cake ideas. This one was not original. This is the original one. Here, okay, I'm showing a very big prompt again. Like I said, when I do my pin designs and also my images, I try to go very in deep with my prompts, and you can get much more realistic images than just writing a simple wedding cake. So here we have it. Okay, so that's why I have much bigger prompts. But like I said before, even if you write a simple prompt, you can get good things and good quality designs and ideas to publish on your Pinterest account and to help you create your content. Let me see if I can find something else to show you. Some foods for food niche. This one is not so, let's say, I wouldn't say this one's very realistic, but it's kind of good quality because it's a much shorter. I only wrote like the name of the dishes. But if you go more in deep, let me, okay, like this one. It's a little better because I wrote much more. I want everything that I wanted in the plate. Or like this one, I also wrote a lot. So, okay, so as you can see, the bigger and more detail is your prompt, the better it's gonna be the image. Like here, I'm telling all the details, both from what are the main elements in the photo, what it's in the center, what it's in the left side, in the upper left. I'm telling how is the surface of this. I'm telling the lighting, the photography style. So everything, it's very, very detailed. And I also have the reference of foodie, which is the style of food photos that they have here. And you're gonna get a lot of information. Well, I mean, if you give a lot of information, the image was gonna be much better. Let me quickly do a little comparison over here. Let's save this one. And I will do a very simple one. Just writing bowl of matcha. Okay, so here we have it. I don't know why there's some shoes here, but you could probably just edit the image and cut this off or ask to remove it. But even though it's not so many details, it's a very, very simple prompt. It went a little creative here. Let me quickly save it so I can show you a comparison of the two. Okay, so quickly show you over here. So here's the one with lots of details, and this is the more simple one. Of course, I didn't put any details here, so it's not showing, like it has these crazy shoes. I don't know why it went a little crazy. I could do another one, but just to show you, because even though it was not so many details, the prompt was very easy, very basic, it gave a kind of decent result. Of course, I would just try it again and maybe write that there are other kitchen utensils nearby, and so it doesn't show up some shoes. But you can see it's not bad. Of course, if you want something like this, you're gonna need to give more details. But we will be able to create amazing pin designs even with simple images like this one.
Now you may be wondering how to schedule all the pin designs you've been creating in an easy way. So watch this next video where I teach you the easiest way to schedule up to 200 pin designs completely for free inside of Pinterest.